Welcome back to the podcast. I'm joined once again by Rob.
Howdy.
This is our either last episode for the year or first episode of the year. We will see. But we're going to cover some ground today. We're going to be looking at some AI updates within YouTube because it will affect the photography educational space. Some for the better, some for the worse. We'll go into that because also it absolutely relates to everything AI related in photography and in the world in general. But there's some stuff that I'm excited about, and I'm also a bit annoyed they couldn't do it better. We're going to go over what's gone well and what's gone badly this year. I think it's a good time to learn. It's a good time to make sure we don't make the same mistakes and that we double down on everything that's gone well. We're going to talk about our plans and what we're going to do differently next year, how we're going to make 2026 a successful year in both of our separate careers. Personal work in 2026, what we'll be testing, what we'll be working on in that sense. And how much better did we get during 2025? Where did we get better? How much better did we get? In a year, how much better do you get at photography? So that's what we're going for today. It's a bit of a review of the year, a plan of next year. It's a good time to do it. And I think the way I'd like people to use this episode, rather than just listening to what we're talking about ourselves basically, is to use that same information on yourselves. Like you use it as a way to go, how did I do this year? And let us know in the comments as well. It'd be good to know how everyone's getting on and, what you need to work on, what you need help with, and maybe how we can help with that. And as always, this episode is sponsored by myself and Studio Access, which is the educational platform over at Tin House Studios. There's a link down below. If I've not come back to work yet for 2026, you can access it for free. But once I'm back, that ship sailed. It's use it or lose it. Go and have a look. There's loads of videos in there for portrait photographers, still life photographers, anyone wanting to make money from photography, get better from photography. It's all in there. It's in different sections. We've got whole sections on tech, the super nerdy stuff, the applied stuff, treatments, pricing, usage, portraits, working with all sorts of stuff, but all from the context of I do it for a living. So this is how we do it rather than it's a hobby.
Yeah.
So Rob's been helping me film a lot of this year, and we've sort of been, ticking over, getting on, working along. And just before doing this episode, whilst I was sort of writing some bits down, I went onto my phone and I was like, let's have a look at YouTube. Let's see what's in the app. Let's see what's going on. So I open up the YouTube app and it's called YouTube Studio. I can see a new thing. So I go to a video that's done well. So this one here. This is about AI face planting. We'll go into that. It would now do a review of the comments and summarize them all, which is brilliant because it lets me see what's been going on. So I come in here, get AI summary. It says AI summaries can make mistakes at the top.
Standard disclaimer.
Yes. So what we've got is very frequently, and moderately. So very frequently, validation of creator stance. That's people agreeing with me. And it goes into some detail there. Somewhat frequently, future AI capabilities and public perception concerns. While acknowledging current AI imperfections, a significant number of commenters express concern that AI will rapidly improve to a point where it is indistinguishable from human-made content. I think it's already at that point.
In terms of what it can create, not necessarily what the client has asked you for.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So, there's a caveat that.
And then moderately is several comments highlighting worries about AI's economic implications, such as potential to replace human jobs. So it's quite useful like that. However, I've gone through a few of these and it goes, look, loads of people commented on one of them. There was too much noise reduction on the video. It's like, great. There was someone drilling the wall. I had no choice. I was like, that's great feedback. You didn't like the noise reduction, but I had to film it when I had to film it. My neighbours were drilling into the wall. That's where it is.
Yeah.
So as always, there's some updates there. But what I did like in it is a lot of them, lots of people have asked for this. And it's telling me as a group what people want to know more of. So that means my comment section now is going to be a bit of a lead generator for YouTube titles. So the more people ask for a certain thing or question something, the more likely I am to make a video about it. And I think that's a positive from AI.
Yeah, definitely.
Because when you're reading comments, there's so many of them, you don't really build the big picture, and this can summarize that for you. Obviously, a lot of the time it's wrong, or it's correcting what people are saying, but it's useless information. Just because they've summarized it doesn't mean it's of any use.
Yeah, it's kind of like the like you see on Amazon and such, the summary of people like and people dislike.
Yeah. It's like people dislike this about it. It's like, well, that's catastrophic. But yes, that's where we're at, I suppose. So, Rob, what's gone well for you this year? What's been the wins this year in your creative career with working with me and working in your own stuff? What's gone well?
Well, so in my own stuff, as you know, I worked on an actual feature-length film this year, the Master Holmes drama.
What makes it feature length? What's the definition?
Well, this was about 90 minutes.
That is a long time.
So it's I say an actual, what you consider to be a fully fleshed out project.
Yeah.
As you know, I kind of jumped in with about half of this had been shot over the previous sort of 6 years or so, and for various reasons, the people involved in doing the initial shoot didn't want or couldn't continue with it. So there was a bit of to and fro in for the director to get the footage back and so on and so forth. And then they were like, well, what do we do with it? And we said, well, instead of it being, because initially it was going to be a series. And then they said, well, we've got this much of it shot. Why don't we just shoot another bit and just make it into one film?
Yep.
So I was brought on board to do that basically, and basically try and pick up the mantle and just check off the missing shot list.
So it's difficult enough picking up a project halfway through for stills. For video, that must be...
Yeah, I mean, fortunately, they'd started shooting on the old Blackmagic cinema camera.
Yeah.
So at least the hardware was similar from that point of view. Obviously, time and tech moves on a bit, and they do have a bit of a different look. But for the most part, it kind of all hung together quite well.
That's all right then.
So, full props to the director. So that was the first kind of feature-length thing I've sort of been involved in. So yeah, that was kind of fun.
What else has been good this year? What else has worked or gone well?
Again, some of the sort of more documentary style stuff that I've done, like sort of highlight reels for events and such, because it's kind of one that you got like a 3-day, 4-day festival, or even like a full 1-day event. To try and sort of cram that into a couple of minutes and have it in such a way that it actually makes sense.
Yeah.
So they've been kind of fun.
Nice.
And it was nice to get the drone out as well, which always.
Oh, we had that in here once, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
I got some wicked. We need to do that again, actually.
Yeah.
I got some good footage. Next time we're doing a still life shoot, we'll get the drone out.
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah.
Flying cameras, it's the future.
Oh, I love it. What's gone bad this year? What's been the biggest?
I don't know. I don't know if bad. Well, I mean, it's just
unpleasantness.
I mean, the unpleasantness has been because of deadlines and various other things. The amount of times you and I were here till like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I'd hard agree on that.
But you got to do what you got to do to get the job done at the end of the day.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, there was. I mean, that was more regular than one would hope for. You don't mind as a one-off, but when it becomes the reg on like shoot after shoot after shoot.
From what? May onwards?
I'd say more June, but yeah.
Yeah, June was when it really.
Yeah.
And there's points where there was me, you, and Evie in here, or like me and Evie would do the day shift, then me and you would do the night shift.
Yeah,
that was not. Yeah, I think so. Before we go through the bad stuff on my side, the good stuff on my side was we shot 6 global campaigns, and they're all out. We've then got, I won't say the names of them, 1, 2 global campaigns which will go out next year, which we've already shot and edited, delivered, finished. That's all good. They all went well. The shoot days were all perfect. Post-production was a nightmare. All of them were like week-long shoots. So for every day of shooting, there's probably a week of post. And then they were starting to overlap almost. And then we started getting other work. It was too much post. So going forward, all shoots that are longer than 1 day shooting are going to a post-production house. And we're not doing them internally because it's too much work. If it's a 1 day shoot, it's fine.
Yeah.
Because you've got like a week's worth of editing to do, and that's okay. But when it's a week-long shoot, and it's got video, and you've got 3 rounds of post, that's not good. But the positive side is all the campaigns went out, all the clients were happy eventually.
Yep.
Some of them it was like, why is it taking so long to edit? And it's, well, because do you want this change making to 30 images? That's how long it takes. It's not like it's an hour per shot, so only 30 hours. It's like half a day per shot. So that's fine. We've got good things out there. We did an editorial for the first time since I don't know when.
Yeah.
Probably in a decade. And that was a good editorial. It was a double-page spread. And I've actually got it. Wait there. Keep people busy. Tell them more bad stuff that happened.
Well, we're trying not to focus on the negatives. I mean, on a personal level, I try to be quite chipper and quite, cup is always half full. In fact, you'll notice actually one of the bad things is that because we're running so late into the year now, we don't even have a drink sponsor for this one. Not that we ever actually technically had a drink sponsor, but there was normally a cheeky can of Fanta on the go.
There was at least something on the go, wasn't there? Here you go. I don't think. Have you seen this in print yet?
I haven't. This is the first time I've seen it in the actual flesh.
Telegraph magazine. And then we've got a few images in here, but there's only one which I'm going to show you because that's the only important one. Let me just see if I can actually find it. There we go. Well, that bad boy. Let's get it on camera as well, eh? There we go. Look at that. It's a double page spread where you have to turn the magazine as well. So we shot this. This was great fun to shoot. I said it was great fun to shoot. No, it wasn't. It was really... This photograph took me 7 hours on the day, and we had another 5 shots to do afterwards. Luckily, the other shots were just cutaways.
Yeah.
I don't even know where they are. There we go. It's just like, Christmas sandwiches, but open so you can see the tops inside. So hard for the stylist, easy for us. But we shot that, which was good. We did Studio Access. Was that launched this year?
Yep. I don't know if it was launched this year, but we did a lot of content for it this year.
We did a lot of content for this year. There's now a lot of videos in Studio Access.
And a lot more in depth as well.
Yes, a lot more in depth, a lot more different ones, a lot of stuff in there. YouTube went well.
Yeah.
I had 3 major breaks from YouTube over the year of over a month at a time.
Because of work.
And it doesn't seem to have affected the channel at all.
No.
Which is good. Came back, did a video, and it did just as well as it did before. Obviously, you can only juggle so many balls, I suppose.
Indeed. I mean, even the return of the podcast after a fair old break, wasn't it?
Yeah, the podcast hasn't done as well since coming back, though. It hit around 5,000 views, and we were getting around 7,000 to 10,000, but everyone's busy. It's Christmas. It's not the best time of year. In January, it always does better because everyone's twiddling their thumbs. But that's fine. You sort of take the good with the bad, don't you? I think the other thing that's gone well this year is we've got lots of nice new kit. But what's gone bad is whilst ordering lots of nice new kit, I didn't sell any of the old kit. So now I've got a massive sale I need to do of loads and loads of equipment that we no longer need.
Get it on eBay.
Yeah, we bought some kit that we didn't need for jobs, and it's still here, but it's past the return date. So that's just lost money. We did a lot of our own kit rental this year. Took our own kit, made a lot of money. Negative to that is I drove 25,000 miles. Made more money, but I definitely did myself some physical harm in the process. Yes. Both like lifting the big bags and the just sheer hours of driving. Add to that the extra late nights and post-production. Add to that the extra shooting. Basically, we did really well, but I should have outsourced more. And I should have taken on more staff throughout the year. I should have taken on a driver. I should have taken on just a runner permanently, just having a runner permanently available and things like that. And I think the problem was I was so busy, I didn't have time to explain to somebody how to do it. So I couldn't just go, I need a runner to look after the studio. And they're like, well, where is everything? I haven't got time to show you.
Yeah.
Or like same with the delivery person. I haven't got time to show them how to pack the bags and what's important and how to look after it. I haven't got time. So I did it myself, which in hindsight was stupid. That wasn't the greatest idea. Also, didn't do a personal shoot since March or May, something like that.
Yeah, sounds about right. I mean, everything you've done has either been client work or studio access.
Yeah, just client work and studio access, nothing else. That's all we've done all year. And it's been good. I mean, obviously, we've made a lot of money, which is great. I assume you've made more money than usual.
Yeah, good year.
Which is, I'm going to cough, bear with me. So we've all made loads of extra money. Probably could have done with making a bit less money and having a bit more work-life balance.
A bit more sanity.
Alongside this, I've also been working as an agent as well and as a producer and all the rest of it. And I've got other businesses outside of this. So it's been a pretty busy year. It's now Sunday, 2 p.m., 14th of December. Last day of podcasting.
Yep.
Got one more day of studio access. Got no more editing to do for clients. Got some editing I want to do on one job that I want to re-edit. We shot like a TV advert. I want to do some bits from there so it's a bit more sexy for the website. But generally speaking, what's gone well is the work. What's gone wrong is the hours.
Yes.
I think from both sides of us, it's been too late, too long.
And too often.
It's fine for like a once a month to do like an all-nighter, but not a regular weekly all-nighters. So where do we go next from here? how much better did we get at our crafts this year? How much better do you reckon you got, and what do you reckon you got better at?
I think in terms of operating the kit, I don't think you get any better at it, because there comes a point where you know how your kit works. From a moving pictures point of view, I think the thing I got better at was storytelling.
Yep, that's a good skill to get better at.
And that's something that, you know, paid a fair bit of attention to. Is, you know, rather than just, I'll shoot that because he looks cool, it's like, well, what's the narrative? What's the message you're trying to get across?
Yeah.
So I've kind of thought, you know, put more thought into that this year for sure.
Oh, that's good. I'm going to say, I think out of everything I've done this year, I don't think I've actually got better at anything. I think I've done too many different things. My photography's not got any better. My lighting's not got any better. My client management's about the same. Maybe marginally better. I don't think I've got better at anything.
And that's probably a consequence of not having time
It's
to do
exactly
personal
that.
shoots.
Yes, it's exactly that. The last personal shoot we did was in March, and it was better than our previous drink shoots. It's when we did the 2 drinks with milk.
Yes.
With video as well. And we did the still video edit together.
Mm-hmm.
And then the pint of beer being poured, which looked really cool, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not got better since then. Just done work.
Yeah. Because again, you know, the time for experimentation is not for a client.
It definitely isn't. And we've not had any jobs that have been so difficult that I've needed to test before the job.
Yeah.
It's all just been, you know, hey, good jobs, but...
Yeah. But again, within the existing skill set.
Exactly. So definitely next year, something I want to do is more personal work and testing. And one of the things I am going to be testing are more elaborate sets. But here's the thing, I still want to keep it simple, because a lot of my work is about simplicity. So, but I want bigger sets, but still simple. So more going on, maybe multiple people in the set, maybe multiple people in the story, but just still keeping it graphic and bold. And that will be my focus in almost all my test shoots. And it's going to be bringing people, food and drinks into one test shoot. So maybe next year we'll do 3 tests. We'll do 1 a quarter, knowing that 1 quarter is going to be so chaotic we won't get to do one. And it's going to be bigger, more elaborate test shooting. That, I think, is what I need to do next. What about yourself in personal work-wise?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I want to definitely get stuck into. There's a couple of projects I'm pitching myself as DP for, and I would like, if I can land both of those, that'd be kind of fun stuff, because, you know, one of them's a sort of a gothic horror, which is like bang on brand for me. So I'm hoping to get that, and then then we've got another one working with Eve Harding again. So fingers crossed.
Should be.
And we've got the Leicester Filmmakers Hub social next Friday, which will be coincidentally my technically last working day of the year.
Nice.
So hopefully under a few pints, I'll get all that written in blood.
Did you have a Christmas party?
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be at the Exchange. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, love a good Christmas party. We don't do them because everyone's freelance here, I suppose.
Yeah, it's like this joke, you know, mince pie for one. So here's the tin house Christmas party.
Yeah, I mean, we all get together in London for obviously the big.
Yeah, the Agents at Large Christmas party.
Yeah, we go to that one. I get invites to a few other like agency ones, but I don't go to them because I'm old now and I don't like partying anymore. It takes about a week to recover from the socializing. But yeah, I think having key goals as to what you're going to improve on next year is important. And knowing what it is you did badly at this year. So like, I know now, if a shoot is more than a day, it's going to a post house or go to Unit or Curious or someone.
Yeah.
Because we just don't have the hours. If it's a 1-day shoot, we do it in-house and make more money. Because we do have the hours to manage.
And it's manageable, yeah.
Yeah. But then, I don't know. There's a big question on that. Post houses are expensive. I think the last job we sent to a post house was simple, was £27,000.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of money. That could be better spent. So maybe there's an argument to have a post house. I don't know. But it's just all the extra admin. There's a limit to how many hours you can do. You can't do everything. So definitely going to outsource more, get more staff in next year. Maybe have permanent staff, but I don't really like the idea of permanent staff, especially with the latest changes in employment laws in the UK.
Yeah.
It puts a lot of risk on me. There's not really much in it in terms of benefits to employing permanent staff here. It's, you know, if suddenly my business changes, I could be stuck paying them for ages.
Exactly, yeah.
And my business changes on a month-by-month basis. So I don't know. I think maybe one jack of all trades person working here permanently is probably the plan, and then stick to freelancers, but just use them more often.
Yeah.
Like hire them more often for more things. It's like the last shoot we did this year was a TV campaign. And like last minute, I messaged my agent. I was like, Pete, I want a runner. He was like, yeah, sure. I was like, brilliant. So we've got a runner in as well. And it just like made that tiny bit of difference. Like I didn't have to, I don't know. It's like they didn't do much, but it was just enough to take it off my plate.
Yeah.
Like for the sake of a few £100 for having a runner on set, or an extra runner actually. And it was like, I had 5 crew members in the end. And it just made like 5 compared to 4 is a big step. It's like, it's not like going from 9 to 10.
No.
4 to 5 is a big change in percentage of work capacity. So
Oh,
yeah, that was good. So 2026, the photography industry is currently in more change and turmoil than it has been since 2004, which is the film to digital big transfer year. There's some things I'm going to do differently next year. Is there anything you're going to do differently, or are you much?
I think I'm going to keep on keeping on, really.
Yeah, keep plugging away. Well, see, I know that, for example, Apple did this great campaign where they shot it all in camera, and they made a point of it. And a few brands, and they could have done it easily with CGI. They started going, "We're real. We're doing it properly."
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these bigger test shoots I'm going to shoot, I'm going to make sure people know it was done real in camera.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot behind the scenes for everything. You'll notice, actually, if I go into my Instagram here and show you, if I just go, obviously I'm watching memes at the moment, to my profile, my last few posts, anyone who can't see this, obviously, because you're not looking at the phone, but as I swipe across, behind the scenes shots,
Yeah.
Look, we did it real. Here's an actual shoot. Here's the editorial. Here's us editing it. Here's us shooting it. It's all in there. And that is going to be how I continue to post on social media. I might even lead with a behind the scenes and have the photo at the end.
Mm.
So though it doesn't matter more, I think next year it will matter more, especially with AI. I'm also going to offer every client the option to buy behind the scenes videos. We've already had 2 clients this year who wanted them. It's now going to be an option on every package to have a DOP come in, shoot behind the scenes, and for us to do a 30-second edit for you and give you all the footage as well. Have it all. Do what you want with it afterwards, but like we'll do you a 30-second edit. I think that is going to be very important. I think going back to sort of the 1980s craft of getting it all in camera.
Yeah.
Like doing it, not going, oh, we'll fix it in post. I think there'll be much less fix it in post and much more let's do it in camera and let's show people we did it in camera. And I'm purposely going to be designing shoots for my personal work where doing it in camera is difficult, and I'm going to do it that way as more of a flex more than anything else. Because you can do it in post, obviously, but I've got the skill to do it in camera.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why I didn't learn how to use Photoshop ever. And so I could afford a retoucher or anyone to retouch my work. We just got it right in camera because that was the only option I had.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to be done. So there's going to be a lot more of that. I think that is literally going to be the way the industry goes. And I think it will be a huge thing next year and going forward, especially with the backlash this Christmas over AI adverts.
Yep.
Nobody wants them. Coca-Cola went like a cup of cold sick.
I mean, that was always the thing, that the Coke advert, that's when you knew it was Christmas.
I know. And now they've ruined Christmas.
They've
ruined Christmas.
Like the Grinch.
And then, a few weeks ago I did a podcast and I made a comment saying, who would put that in your body? And then took a sip out of a can of Coca-Cola straight afterwards. I thought it was clear that I was being ironic by drinking it. Apparently not.
No, the roast was strong.
You idiot, you're literally drunk. I was like, yes, I'm aware. It was supposed to be funny. I don't know. Okay. British humour.
Yeah, it's that Wayne's World moment.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's just authenticity for me next year is everything. My mailers are more authentic. My YouTube content's going to become more and more authentic. My photography is going to become more authentic. And I think that's it. Like, for my emails, it's obvious how they're more authentic. For my YouTube videos, it's obvious. But my professional work is so polished. How do I make it authentic still? And there are ways. And there's reasons why we get booked. Someone said, why did you get booked to do Johnson & Johnson? CGI could have done it. They explicitly said, we don't want it to look like CGI, which is why we're paying you to do it. So we shot it so that it didn't look like CGI.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best version of real, but it's real.
Yeah, it's absolutely the most polished, best version of an actual thing, but it is an actual thing. The labels are wonky. You can see the printing mistakes. You can see the dot printing on it.
Yeah, the halftone.
Yeah. It's real. It's not CGI. Nobody wants fake. And I'm going to double down on that next year in everything.
Well, I think, you know, the current backlash, you know, for Coke and the other brand,
McDonald's,
McDonald's, yeah. I mean, that's kind of, I think that's telling, actually.
Oh, absolutely. The public don't want it.
Two brands that can generally do no wrong.
Yeah, I'd say on the grand scheme of things, yeah,
they're normally spot on with their marketing, at least. You know.
Oh, God, yeah, they don't make mistakes. I don't know how they've made it. But there's so much hype over it at the moment. Everyone's like, oh, it's the best thing ever. It's like, really? I don't know. Maybe I'll even start shooting film again.
I don't think for moving pictures you will.
No, that'd be too expensive. Beautiful, but too expensive. Imagine doing YouTube on film. Today's video cost me £2,500 to process.
Yeah, God, and weeks.
Weeks of cutting, snipping, and Scotch guarding together. But I think if anything, next year is going to be a really good year. Everyone's dabbled in AI this year. A few shoots were cancelled because they thought they could do it with AI.
Realise it's not.
Realise it's not the one. No one wants it. I'm interested to see how it goes. Of course, I could be completely wrong. And it might be that this time next year I'm at the job centre going, AI stole my job. I can't see it. Can you?
No, I think like all things, this year was... I mean, the AI's been around in some form for as long as you can remember, really.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, as long as there was a healing brush in Photoshop, that's AI, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, AI is just a fancy word for an algorithm. So, you know, I mean, everyone's thinking it's like Skynet, you know. And,
yeah, it's nothing like that, no.
All that. And that's definitely not the case. And I think a lot of people, like all things, change panics people because all of a sudden, oh, it's all over.
No, I don't like change. It's all happened when I changed camera brands. That was a nightmare.
Oh, yeah. But that's the thing. I think people have kind of got over the initial wobble and shock and say, oh, actually, the industry isn't now dead and et cetera, et cetera. I think there's a certain, above a certain level for sure, not.
Yes, yeah. And I think, of course, people are going to lose the low-end jobs. Of course they are. I mean, we tried doing background movement on this job here using Avato AI. If this was a cheap pack shot job, we wouldn't have used Photoshop for that. But because you're shooting, I don't know, 50 trainers, just use some AI software. That job's gone.
Yeah, because it'll be good enough.
No one cares. It's good enough to be this big on a website. But for something like this, it needs to be done properly. These were all cut out. We did a background tidy up on these.
Yeah.
But they were all cut out properly at the Telegraph. And then you cut out this one properly. Yep. To get the background immaculate because there was stuff everywhere.
And they weren't sure what colour they wanted on the background. That was the other thing.
There was a fair bit of... Yes, that was it. I think we shot one colour and it went a different colour or something.
Yeah, the initial thing was, is it white? Is it off-white? What is it? We're not sure. So we had to assume worst case scenario, pure white, and then it ended up being off-white.
Yes. Because pure white wouldn't print on this paper properly.
Yeah.
But they weren't sure of the paper at the time. It could have been the glossy paper. We didn't know. So yeah, I think we're all good. It's been a good year. We made some mistakes by overworking. We made some mistakes by doing too much and not outsourcing enough. And I don't think it at all outweighs the positives of we made lots of money. Yeah. And we did lots of work. And,
and again,
we have billboards everywhere at the moment.
Yeah, and again for some nice clients.
Lovely clients, good parties after shoots. Which sadly you didn't get to come to. You're on the research bit with the parties already done.
Always the dirty little secret tucked away in the office.
Put you and Evie in the office.
Not allowed out in daylight.
Away. So yeah, there we go. That's it. Anything else to add whilst we wrap up?
No, I mean things, as you know, in terms of, let's do it. Right, so purchases of the year.
Oh yeah.
So mine have been very few and far between. I've just bought, as you saw, a couple of tiny little cob lights.
Yes.
RGBs. I'm quite looking to have a play with those. And also, I'm hoping that at least one of, if not both of the movies that I'm pitching for, that I get to use those anamorphics that I bought.
Lovely, yeah. That'd be good to use.
Yeah, so I think they're like for that kind of work. I think they'll be interested. So I haven't done sort of a proper either short or medium length film with those yet.
Yeah.
I've only done kind of like short docs, so I'm looking forward to having a bit more of a play with those.
Yeah, that'd be good to do. And of course, I've got my nice big Para 133 behind me, which is going to be my new
your go-to.
Comes in a wheelie case. We'll do a full review on that on the YouTube channel at some point when I've used it a bit more. So that was probably my best thing for this year because it's going to allow me to do more of the portrait work I want to do without taking loads of kit everywhere with me.
Yeah.
It is hard light, medium light, soft light, collimated light, scatter. You can do anything with it.
Yeah.
You can also buy a baffle to put in front of it, just turn it into a softbox as well, which I probably will do because why take that and a softbox when
And
you can just take
bring
that.
the one thing, yeah.
I was like, well, if you put that in front of it, it's no longer a parabolic. It's only a true parabolic when the light's in an exact situation of 11 centimeters from the center. Anything else is just a adjustable reflector.
Yeah.
So we would say that's a bad thing. I probably use the adjustable reflector thing more than I use the parabolicness of the parabolic.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be good to use. Got my new lens, the Actar 90. I'd
Yeah,
say
yeah.
those shots are crispy.
Yeah. And so that'll be your almost permanently bolted to that.
Well, it's
Fuji
the
for
only
rest of
lens
it.
on that Fuji now.
Yeah.
So that'll be there for the foreseeable. Bought the 45 to 100 Fuji zoom lens.
Yeah.
Love that. That's brilliant. It's not as good as the Actar lens, but it's got autofocus.
And it's versatile. So
I think we can focus stack with it as well. I'd like to try that actually. I'd
Yeah.
like to do a video comparing focus stacking to technical camera movements because there's a massive difference. It's not the same thing.
no, not at all.
So, but yeah, there we go. Anyway, I hope everyone had a good year or was starting a good year.
Yeah, well, whenever this appears.
If it's in the new year, I'll probably be in the gym right now. And that's when I read my YouTube comments in the gym. You only sat there for like 3 minutes between sets going, what do I do next? I replied to YouTube comments.
Catch up on a bit of admin.
Yeah, YouTube comments for me. That's what I'm up to. So there we go. And then we're back to shooting first thing in January, I think. That's like second week, I think we got shooting, which is a massive one, which would definitely go into a post house because it's 100 images.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's not for us.
No.
Is it? Lovely. I'll see you all soon.
Ciao for now.